Super Bug. Welcome back everyone to another Halloween NRG, and we're back with Chibi and Chibi Akumas episode 1 Invasion yet again, but this time on the MSX Turbo R, a system I haven't featured on this channel, and I probably won't feature again considering the system has basically only got 8 or so titles specifically released for it. It is essentially a supercharged MSX2 Plus. Yes, as far as I'm aware. I am not too hot on the MSX machines, do forgive me MSX fans. But this is probably the finest version of the game I've played to date, with a wonderful, very colourful title screen there, and of course the music is, well, a lot quicker than the Spectrum and Amstrad versions that I've played so far, even the Amstrad Plus version. We've got to play as Chibi, we can get to play as Bokken, we've got a lovely fading effect there on the title screen. These graphics are really, really wonderfully done. Some of the sharpest stuff I've seen in Chibi Akumas so far, and there's extra colours in there as well. I mean, I think the V9990 chip, which is the video processor, I believe, inside the addition, should I say, to the MSX Turbo R, is being utilised here, as what Keith has told me in his notes, and it produces, well, I mean, the speed is off the chart. The scrolling is unbelievably smooth. It's when you're used to playing this on the Amstrad and the Spectrum, especially the Amstrad, which has, you know, relatively good scrolling. Considering this is unbelievably smooth, and quick, smooth, quick. You have parallax as well going on. 3, 4 level, 5. I'm trying to count the levels of parallax scrolling there, but I didn't see that bullet and got killed. 4 levels of parallax scrolling. Wow, brilliant! And you've got really the animations in the background, the fire, really, really vivid stuff. Lots going on. It's borderline 16-bit quality. This is obviously, we know that the MSX itself, the MSX Turbo R as well, got a Z80 processor, so it's still an 8-bit, but with 16-bit quality graphics, I would say. Yeah, it ain't far off it. I'm telling you that much. But yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful version of the game. I like the fact that the bullets are massive this time. Your shot is huge as well. You're shooting these red bullets, red pellets, whatever they're supposed to be, hearts maybe. It's really quick to load as well, a lot quicker than the other 2 versions I've played, I must admit. It's really fluid, really slick. It's still the bullet hell craziness that we're familiar with on the Amstrad and the Spectrum, however. It's still like that. But the fact that the bullets are bigger, you can see things a lot more clearly. I really like the detail on Chibi now with the red glowing eyes. They really stick out. I've accidentally added Bokken there. I don't know what I've done that. I don't know what I've done that for. I actually reached over to press the bomb button, and Bokken suddenly appeared, which I'm not going to control because I'm actually using the controller for this. The big skull spider. He's hard. I think this is a lot harder in respect to the fact there's a lot more going on screen. Everything's moving really, really quickly here, including your main sprite. All the bullets. Yeah, oh my god, I died in quick succession there. Difficult to sort of like maybe ping down what you're doing. Maybe it's too fast, I hasten to say. Little cutscenes here, just like we get with the others. The same story, of course, with all the comedy ensued. It does add some lovely little effects though. Like I said, the bigger bullets is really good. The extra layers of parallax, the extra detail in the background, the sharpness of the sprites, and of course the extra colours as well is all good stuff. But like I said, it's maybe too quick. And the reason why I say that is gorgeous. I've got to admit, that is really, I mean, level 2, that looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the detail on the trees at the top. Really good stuff there. Yeah, like I said, when it gets busy, maybe too much, because you don't know what to do. You just kind of don't know what to do. With the other versions, you can kind of sort of, the gameplay slows down to the point where you can sort of pick your way through the bullets sometimes. This is so fast, you don't even get a chance to sort of, even though the bullets are huge in comparison, you can't really move out the way that quickly. So you do die, I seem to die, more frequently on this version than any other. But I think the graphic prowess of this version is absolutely the best. And I also think the music is also the best. It doesn't slow down. nowhere near as enough as the other versions, especially the Spectrum version, of course. I mean, we're talking about two different animals when we're comparing the Turbo R to the Specky, so it's a bit unfair on the humble Specky to say that. I'm dead again. How many times have I died now? 7 times? That's 7 times dead. And I'm only, what, halfway through at level 2? Extra sprites, I believe, are included in this version of the game as well, and there's some transitions as well. I think in level 3, if we get to level 3, yeah, we'll play to level 3, the underwater section. There's a bit where you're above ground, you're above the water, and then you're underwater. And now, with the Spectrum and Amstrad versions, you fade into the underwater, and I think on this version you dive into the water. Exciting stuff, eh? Nothing affects it when the bomb goes off there. That's nice. Big flash of white light and everything continues on smoothly. I do like the colour choice of the purple for the bullets. I've got to admit, that's it stands out from the backgrounds. I really can't get over how brilliant that background is, though. Really impressive. It's really impressive. That I wonder if Keith would try an outward 16-bit version. I think he would probably have, maybe, I don't know. See, especially with the Z80 chip. I think maybe you have to learn a new processor chip. Probably does, to be honest. He's a coder, he probably knows them all. Yes, so here we go to the Pika Zombie boss, which is the level 2 end boss. Let's see how it looks on the MSX Turbo R. I did have the idea of covering a lot more MSX games on the channel, and they will come, MSX1 and MSX2 games. Because I do find them, some of them, extremely good, and some of the versions of certain games better than the Amstrad counterparts. And you won't hear me say that often unless they're really good on this Amstrad, primarily focused Amstrad channel. So I'm fully powered for Zombie Chew. He's purple again, same colours. Look at the amount of bullets coming out of it. Oh, what was that? What was that little face there? I didn't notice that before. The shoes are a different colour this time, of course. Everything is different colours, which is good because everything stands out a little bit more. But I don't know what that thing... It was almost like a smiley face, a bit like a... kind of thing that comes from Mortal Kombat, and I can't remember what it used to say. It was a catchphrase, that, wasn't it? It goes on Chibi Akumas now. I'm still saying Akumas, aren't I? Akumas! Keep putting that silent B in there for some reason. Nice, yes, gory looking Zombie Chew there at the end. Very gory. He looked grim indeed. Lovely detail though. Lovely detail. Maybe animated cutscenes could have been added here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the amount of memory available, the coding, on the technical side of stuff. But that would have been nice to see some animated cutscenes. I mean, we get the animated stuff at the end, don't we? Again, level 3 looks absolutely wonderful. Purple tree is a bit weird, but maybe that's a limitation on the colour display. I'm not sure. Again, not an expert on the MSX's capabilities, let alone the Turbo R's. Like I said, the movement is absolutely, it's great. You know, the movement is, it's so fluid. It's got that kind of, you tap the controller, you move it, and you accelerate as you move, which is what you do. You do get that idea with the other versions, but it's really pronounced on this version. And with the extra frames of animation all added in there, a bit of a flicker there. What was happening there? That enemy's really good. Funny stuff. Let's see if we can dive underwater. Once we dive underwater, we'll leave it there. Let's grab those. That's my extra fire pods. I don't know what the hexes, maybe. Maybe they're probably hexes. I keep dying though. I've died. It's 11th time I've died now so far. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to go underwater now. No, not quite yet. We're going to wrap it up when we go underwater. It's coming up. I know it's coming up soon. I'm not going to get all the way to the end. But yeah, oh, there we go. You see, that's really nicely done. That it's a little bit sudden on the Amstrad and Spectrum versions, but that's really lovely done when it flows into the underwater section there on the MSX. So yeah, it's a fantastic version, and to be honest, I think it is. Even though I do criticise it for being maybe a little too fast and maybe too many cheat deaths in this one compared to the other versions, it probably is the definitive version graphically and. Well, certainly in the graphic department and certainly in the audio department as well. Movement, animation, it's all there. It's the bullet hell that you wanted. Yeah, it's tough. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea. Must admit that. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea. But Chibi Akumas episode 1, the MSX Turbo R version, is the one to have for me. And that's game over, I believe. There he is. Chibiko is in a box. And that'll be the last time I speak about Chibi Akuma for quite a while, because that's all my games covered. Remember, the game was released on the 26th of October. I hope you enjoy, and have a happy Halloween. Novabug, out.